What's up, body bags? Andrew here, back at you with another video here. Welcome to week 227. I am your Saturday host, as always. And up for this week, now I just got back to Chicago and last night. And basically, I got in and it is a high of 12 degrees today. I think it's like 8 or 9 degrees right now. It's been so cold. I've just been, hunkered into my apartment all day, just, just watching movies, playing video games, whatnot. So I watched one movie today, and this kind of has that feel to it. So I just figured I'd review it. So that is The Grey. Liam Neeson's The Grey. Now, a lot of people would probably debate whether or not this is a horror film. I definitely have it in my horror collection. To me, this is a survival horror movie with action elements and thriller elements, so it's definitely a combination, but I actually would consider this more of a horror movie than any other genre. Definitely has action elements and definitely has thriller elements in it, but definitely a very dark horror film there. Now, for me, the plot of this film, now these oil workers, their plane crashes, and they all are basically, they have to survive in the wilderness, and they're being chased down by these wolves. I like to say they're being chased by Montana because you see my dog, she's a part husky, so, wolf kind of thing. But yeah, so this film, my thoughts on this film. So I'll talk about the literal, and then I'll get to the other stuff here in a minute. So I find that the acting is really solid in this film. I find this to be very, very well shot. The editing is pretty good for the most part. The thing that grips me the most about this film is the dialogue and the whole metaphorical, and this is essentially an allegory. Pretty much any negative review of this film you will see basically has to do with these people not understanding this film. This film is not to be taken literally whatsoever. This film came under criticism from the endangered species, saying that this, portrays wolves in a way that's not true. Wolves don't attack humans and stuff, and that's all true. But that's not the point of this film. The point of this film is not that the wolves are attacking, and it's not really about the survival aspect of it. It's about what that survival aspect means to these as humans in the struggle of the human psyche, the male psyche specifically, because this is an all-male cast. I didn't fail to mention that. So the themes that are interwoven into this story is what this film is about. And these are the kind of films that I really love. I mean, there's hardly anything that's to be taken literal in this movie. It's definitely about the struggle of humanity for survival, not to be taken literal in any sense. So if any of your issues with it are definitely on the literal level. That being said, I do find that the film lags just a little bit. Now, this comes in at about an hour and 53 minutes without the credits. It runs at an hour and 58 minutes with credits. So it's a long movie, and I feel that the bleak tone of this movie, combined with it being very story-based and very metaphorical, I feel like it didn't feel its time enough. I do check out for about 5 to 10 minutes every time I watch this. Basically about halfway through the movie to 3/4 of the way, I'm kind of checked out. But if there was about 10 minutes shed off of this movie, I really feel like I would love this movie, or just had more interesting things in that to fill up those 10 minutes. There are other films I feel like that fill their time that are even longer, a la that, that are basically the exact same, about the same exact kind of, themes and whatnot. But for what this is, I still find it to be a very, very well-made film of a terrific kind of thing. And Roger Ebert, ironically enough, said that after he got done watching this movie, he said that he went to the next screening of his movie that he was going to be reviewing, and he said he had to walk out of it because he was so emotionally impacted by this film. So that's pretty cool. I do feel the same way, kind of. I love the ending to this film. It's so perfect for the film. And basically, I'm going to come in at an 8.5 out of 10. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you again next week. Peace.